my name is Steve Rennie. I am the Ren Baron, and this is my Ren Baron Learning to Fly YouTube channel. A couple of years ago, shortly after purchasing our SR-22, my wife and I decided to take a cross-country trip all the way to the Bahamas and back. And it was quite an experience, that's for sure, and we certainly learned a lot. You can check out some of those videos on our Bahamas Adventure playlist here on the channel. Last summer, we planned to do another trip, this time to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. But COVID virus had a different idea and that trip was canceled. But things are finally getting better now, so we decided to take another trip and we're going to get started May 15th. We're going to visit some friends along the way, we're going to play some golf, and hopefully capture some great flying moments as well. One of the great lessons we learned on our last trip is that we need to do a better job of planning and preparing for all the elements of a cross-country trip that you're likely to face along the way. So I've been spending a lot of my time recently on my home simulator planning the route, flying approaches and departures from all the airports we plan to visit, planning fuel stops, contacting FBOs to make sure we have a place to park and the TKS fluid and oxygen are available. But on this trip, my wife Franny also wanted to be more involved this time around, and I love that. So we decided to split some of our cockpit duties this time around, and the Baroness is going to be handling a lot of the radio work and checklists on this trip. To get her up to speed, she's been sharpening her skills with me on the sim using the Pilot Edge ATC network. On today's flight, she's going to get some real-world experience on a flight from Santa Monica Airport to Bakersfield, California. So come along for the ride and let's see how she does.
To Santa Monica to Bakersfield, California. So we need to get our ATIS here, huh?
SMO.
Which one is the active?
125 radio off SMO.
The green.
We're into SMO.
So how do we get ATIS over there?
Just switch it.
To 1651 Zulu observation, wind 190 at 5, visibility 10, fuel class 2,500, 3,200 scattered, temperature 16, 2.09er, altimeter 29908, BOR Alpha, RNAV and visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 21. Pilots are advised to use caution prepare sailing operations below 500 feet along the shoreline. Advised on initial contact, UF Echo.
Okay, so now let's you just go through the checklist here. And we're checking each other lists, okay? Radio and avionics, are they set? We're on ground, we're not going to need that. We've got tower set, we've got approach set. Radio and avionics does require a check. Happy to cross on this. Okay.
Fuel selector switch tank.
Let's just switch our tanks, just to make sure it's still working. Okay, we'll go back and we'll check. Okay, now we're ready to test.
Okay.
So you want to just review it with me before you
Okay,
go?
Santa Monica ground 0768 Foxtrot Sierra Northwest parking. Ready to taxi
With?
Oh, okay, that's where you say the width. I was going to say Santa Monica ground 0768 Foxtrot Sierra Northwest parking. Ready to taxi to Alpha 5, run up with Echo.
Acceptable. Doesn't matter which one of the things.
We want to pick up our IFR clearance to Bakersfield, Kilo Bravo Foxtrot.
Okay, perfect.
Santa Monica ground 0768 Foxtrot Sierra Northwest parking with Echo. Ready to taxi to Alpha 5, run up and pick up our IFR clearance to Bakersfield, Kilo Bravo Foxtrot.
0768 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica ground, Texas Alpha 5 run up via Alpha. I do have your clearance. Advise me run up when we're ready to copy.
Alpha 5 run up via Alpha. I'll take the clearance now. Thank you. 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
0768 Foxtrot Sierra, clear to Bakersfield Airport via on departure, flying runway heading, leaving 1,000 feet, turn right, heading 250, radar vectors, Victor 23, Gorman, Fasto 2 arrival. Climb and maintain 3,000, expect 10,000, 5 minutes after departure, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 4713.
And all that?
You do it.
Okay, the other pilot now. We're cleared to Bakersfield on departure. We're going to fly runway heading at 1,000 feet. We're going to make a right turn heading 250. Then radar vectors for Victor 23, Gorman, Fasto 2. Then 3,000 to start, 10,005, 125.2 on the departure frequency, 4713 on the squawk, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, readback is correct, and advise on this frequency, run up complete.
Full advisement, run up complete, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. I'm going to program that. Give me a minute, then I'm going to taxi 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, roger.
So now, okay, so now let's go backwards. transponder. I like to start with the last one, transponder.
Okay. Transponder, put in 471.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, cancel taxi instructions, advising you are ready to taxi.
I'll advise I'm ready to taxi 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Thank you. Okay, 471. He said 3,000 is our altitude to start. Give me 3,000. Right up here.
Yeah, okay.
You're right. Okay, check. Okay. He also said right turn 250, so give me heading of 250. That'll show right here. Crank it. A long way to go. 250. Okay, now we got 250 in there. Okay, now let's go send our flight plan. Okay, now we got to make sure we're connected our iPads to Ren Blue. Now I'm connected. Tell me when you're connected.
Okay.
Flight plan, we're going to check at LAX. There's our Victor 23 Gorman. Asto 2 arrival. And KBFL. Okay, great, so we're all set. Now we're ready to taxi, so now call up, say, 8 Foxtrot Sierra, ready to taxi to Alpha 5 run.
Santa Monica ground, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra, ready to taxi to Alpha 5 run up.
Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica ground. Taxi the Alpha 5 run via Alpha.
Alpha 5 run up via Alpha 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, verify you have AS information Echo.
Got Echo.
We have Echo. 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Good.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, thank you. Advise run up complete.
Advise one complete.
We'll advise one run up complete, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay, now back to the checklist.
Okay, taxi, parking brake.
Is off. Check.
Brakes, check.
Check.
HSI orientation, check.
Is it level? Check. Yep.
Attitude gyro, check.
Check. Okay.
Turn coordinator, check.
One other thing we're going to check here is make sure our compass is working. We're on a 3-5 heading right here. What's up here? Yeah, it's about 3-5. That's check. Okay. Okay, turn coordinator. This pink line moving here. That's a check.
Doors latched and closed.
Mine's locked. Yours locked?
Locked.
Check.
Alright, caps handle verified pin removed.
Check.
Seatbelt and shoulder harness.
Mine's secure.
Fuel quantity confirmed.
At 91 gallons. We're on the fullest tank. Confirm. Check. Now you know where to look up here for fuel on board is 91.
Fuel pump boost.
Fuel pump is in boost. I want you to check it there. There's boost. I got it.
Mixture full rich.
Mixture is full rich.
Collapse at 50%.
Got 50 on the left.
Okay, 50 on the right.
Check.
Transponder is set.
4713. Let's confirm. Check.
Autopilot check.
We'll check that all next with all the rest of it. We'll get in the run.
One taxi to Bravo.
1 Mule Bravo 514.
Okay, we're going to handle this. We're going to go to 1700 here on our RPM. There's 1700, and then we're going to check our electrical here. Oh, back
To
here.
transient parking via Bravo.
Transient via Bravo 48 Victor.
The
50 drop, that's accepted.
hyper
And then back
pitch
to
just passed where?
Navigation radio set cabin heat defrost. We'll turn that off. We've got 3000 set up here. We've got our altimeter set. We want toga, which is takeoff, go around mode set. Now we're going to check our flight controls. Left is up, right is down, right is up, left is down. Elevator's moving, weather's moving freely. That's all good. Trim is set right there in the takeoff position. Okay, now let's do our takeoff briefing real quick here. Elevation here at Santa Monica is
170.
caps is 600 above that, which is 77. 2,170 is our best caps. We do a normal takeoff on runway 21. The length is 3,500. If we have an engine issue on the runway, we're going to pull the power, hit the brakes, and abort the takeoff. If we have an engine issue before we get to 770 feet, I'm going to pitch for 92, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, and land straight ahead best we can on the golf course. If we have an engine issue between 770 and 2,170, we're going to pull the parachute, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, floating onto the golf course. Above 2,170, we should be good to go. That's our takeoff briefing is complete. We are now ready to taxi the 2-1. We're talking to Santa Monica ground. Take it away.
Santa Monica ground set, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra at the Alpha 5 run up complete, ready to taxi to runway 21.
Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica ground. Hold position, contact tower, advising your IFR.
Hold position, contact tower, advise IFR, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Frequencies are set. Now what radio are we going to talk on?
We're going to talk on 1.
Okay. Make it happen. There you go. Bottom one, hot bottom.
Okay. Santa Monica Tower, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra at Alpha 5, run up waiting IFR release.
Number 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica Tower right here. You can taxi aboard and hold short of the runway.
What did he say? Taxi?
Taxi 2-1 and hold short.
Taxi 2 and hold short.
Okay.
Foxtrot Sierra.
Perfect. Now once we get here, Santa Monica Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, holding short 2-1 Alpha 5. Oh, you always look to your left.
Can we say that right now?
Yes.
Santa Monica Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, holding short Alpha 5, run up
2-1.
2-1.
November 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica Tower should be less than 3 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes, confirm. 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Tower right traffic,
runway
going
heading, 1,000.
Right traffic,
We're going to make the right-hand turn. So we're going to arm heading mode, and I'm going to arm flight level change here, so that when we get to 400 feet, it'll switch into heading mode. It'll also figure out what our flight level change is and set that. But
November 8 Foxtrot Sierra, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Runway 21, cleared for takeoff. 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
always got to tell them the runway.
Santa Monica Tower, Seneca 315, Echo Bravo,
Doing good,
Alpha
huh?
82,
Okay.
5 Echo Bravo.
Get some wind over the wings, get that right rudder, stay full power is going in, very good. Full power is in, eyes down the runway, right rudder
Santa Monica
in.
Tower, Skyhawk 5148 Victor, student pilot holding short 21 at Bravo 5, taxi for coast traffic, left coast traffic.
November 5 Echo Bravo, expect flight at least 5 minutes.
Expect 5 Echo Bravo.
November 5148 Victor, Santa Monica Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
70 for caps and 1,000 for our turn.
November 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact SoCal departure.
Contact SoCal departure 125.2, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay, no, contact them right now.
SoCal departure 0768 Foxtrot Sierra, 1000, climbing 3000.
0768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal departure, ident, climb and maintain 5,000.
Ident, climb, maintain 5000.
08 Foxtrot Sierra, Santa Monica, runway 213 southwest, radar contact 1,600, Los Angeles, altimeter 2999er.
2999er, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Good. Maintain, did he say 5,000 or 6,000?
Yes, 5000.
Okay, let's get load our climb checklist, please. Loaded. Call them off.
Okay. Mixture float, fuel float.
Check.
Laps verify up.
Check.
Airspeed 120 KIA.
Check.
Fuel pump boost.
Check.
Fuel flow monitor.
Check.
The parameters monitor.
Green. All right, good. Check. Checklist, hit the checklist button here. Pull down to cruise. Right here. Cruise. Map. He hasn't given us a heading, but we're in heading mode.
Gave us 2999, which is in there.
Good. About 4,000, he'll give us that turn. Doing good, huh?
08 Foxtrot Sierra, turn right heading 360, join Victor 23 and resume on navigation.
Right turn 360, join Victor 23, then resume on nav, 8 Foxtrots here. Write those things down though. I'll just put 360, Victor 23, and then we'll know where we're 5,000. Okay, so he's putting us between LAX and Chad.
Seneca 315, Echo Bravo,
Join Victor 23, I'm going to hit nav right here, which is going to put nav up here. Back up
Seneca
to
35 Echo Bravo, radar contact 1 southwest. Hey, Foxtrot Sierra, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. 34.2. Who is it that I'm talking to?
I'll approach. Go.
SoCal approach 0768 Foxtrot Sierra, level 5000.
0768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 299 or 8.
299 or 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Next drive 106, contact Burbank Tower 118.7. Thanks for your help. Good day.
I'll usually do this barometer. It's right in front of me. And now we need to be coming back to us shortly and giving us higher. Once we get clear of all this stuff, then we'll set our frequencies because we've got time.
What did you file for our cruising?
10,000. Our outside temperature is 42, so we're not going to pick up any ice.
Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal approach.
Say 8 Foxtrot Sierra here.
8 Foxtrot Sierra here.
November 768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 299 or 8, climb and maintain at 6,000.
299 or 8, climb maintain 6,000, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Maintain 8,000, 8,000 now, and verify you're established on the airway.
We're established on Victor 23. Do you want 8 or 6,000? 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
November 8 Foxtrot Sierra, climb and maintain 8,000 now.
Climb maintain 8,000. Sorry, you get the next one on.
SoCal, Mooney 4786 Hotel. We're descending into Santa Paula.
We're climbing.
Mooney 4786 Hotel, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 299 or 8.
86 Hotel.
Doing good. I'm sorry, I just jumped in there because he did give us the right.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact SoCal departure on 128.75.
128.75, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Golf Echo to tower.
November 5 Golf Echo, contact Van Nuys Tower 119.3.
See ya.
This is SoCal departure still? Oh yeah.
SoCal approach.
SoCal departure 0768 Foxtrot Sierra, 6,000, climbing 8,000.
Number 768 Foxtrot Sierra, SoCal approach, altimeter 299 or 8.
299 or 8, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Good. Doing good, huh? I'll only jump in if I feel there's a little lag. Is that you
I would
said
rather you
6
do
and
that.
then. Okay, now I'm watching our temperatures here because we're going full speed. We got 1,000 foot climb. We're going at 125 knots, not 120, which keeps the nose down just a little bit. We're going LAX to Chatty. We're on the Victor 23 airway here, right? If you look at these waypoints, right, when they tell us to go direct somewhere, you'll kind of have an idea. So just kind of every once in a while, just we'll glance through them. You can check them on your iPad too by hitting nav log. If you got flight plan loaded. Okay, there's our bell for 8,000.
Aren't we going to 10,000?
Well, eventually, but we're not there yet.
8 Foxtrot Sierra, climb maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
So of course, as soon as I did all that, he gives us 10. Now I'm going to go full mixture again. I'm going to go full power here again. I'm going to go flight level change. And then I'm going to go 120.
Fuel flow.
want about 40 gallons of fuel flow. Let's bring those down a little bit, which is good. Manifold pressure is a little high, so I'll pull it back just a tick. Get her out of yellow. Now we're good.
Ready, Foxtrot Sierra, climb maintain 1000.
Climb maintain 1000, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
So I just put CM11 usually when they say climb maintain. I don't know what your shorthand is, but
Climb maintain.
I wonder why he's got us going at 11. Filed for 10.
Cirrus 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact Los Angeles Center 12518.
125.8, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
That one first, yeah, 125, keep going, just go one direction, there you go. 125.8, you want? You're talking to LA Center.
LA Center, 0768 Foxtrot Sierra, 10,008.
For 11.
Climbing 11,000.
768 Foxtrot Sierra, LA Center, Bakersfield altimeter 29904.
29904, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
And 8 Foxtrot Sierra, just want to confirm your routing after Gorman, you should have the Fasto 2 arrival, correct?
Affirmative.
Affirmative, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
And Bakersfield will have
LA Center, Columbia 709 Charlie, 12000.
709 Charlie, LA Center, the Bakersfield altimeter 29904.
29904, 9 Charlie.
Okay, we got power levers back, fuel pump's good.
Gas 2954, LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Checklist. Back to the map.
Center,
now,
the
What did he say?
he said, wanted to confirm that
04
we're
Victor,
on
which route?
the Fasto 2 arrival.
04 Victor, late.
That's why I want you to
We're
look
going to
at
pick
the
up
flight plan. So,
Okay, where would
23
I
over
see
Fresno
that it
and then
was
it's down to
Fasto?
flight plan.
Okay, where do you see Fasto?
7,000.
Fasto 2.
Okay, I would have,
7,000,
Fasto,
500.
literally Fasto.
Look on your iPad.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, now we have some time to put in some other stuff. Okay, now let me just show you something. I'm going to push this down to here, to KBFL. I'm showing you a new trick here, okay? We're going to press enter, which brings up the waypoint page. We're going to push in here, and then we're going to use the fat dial to come on down here to ATIS, which we have. Okay, then we're going to hit enter, right? We're going to put down a COM2 active, right? And hit enter.
Center Dream Lane,
Now it's in.
664, 190, they're high top.
39654,
Tower.
Roger.
And we're going to hit enter, and we're going to hit enter again, and now that's in standby. So ATIS is set, tower is set here. So now what we can do is we can press the COM2 button here to monitor.
Vegas and Salt Lake City airports. For power information, Zulu 1654 Zulu. Wind calm, building 9er. Sky clear.
2.5.
Temperature 16, 2.3, altimeter 29904. ILS approach news, landing and departing runway 30. Slow control into Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Salt Lake City airports. Hazardous weather information for California available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Zulu.
Okay, good. Now, we're done with ATIS, okay? So we've got tower loaded. We want to put tower to active now. Tower for Bakersfield is on 2. So we got to push down. Now switch it over. We're going to land in who we're going to want to talk to now. Go back to our flight plan, okay? Now what he said there was that they're landing on runway 30. The ILS approach is active. So we can do the ILS approach, or we can also ask for the GPS approach. They typically don't care. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load our approach by pressing the procedure button now, okay? I'm going to select an approach, and I want to add GPS for 30 right. Load that.
768 Foxtrot Sierra. Traffic 11, moving at 12 o'clock, just about a mile or two south of Gorman. Vortac at 10,000 is a Skyhawk also going into Bakersfield.
Looking for the traffic 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
For 768 Foxtrot Sierra, contact Bakersfield approach. 118.8, let them know you're looking for the Skyhawk.
118.8, 8 Foxtrot Sierra, looking for the Skyhawk.
Just see where you are first. You're up there. You're good now.
Okay.
118.8.
Okay, so I got 118.8. And I need to get it up to the top.
we're on the top, hon.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to just do it 118.8. Now switch over and I tell them.
Quick question.
Bakersfield approach, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot 0, level 1000, looking for traffic.
November 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Bakersfield approach, Bakersfield altimeter 29095, expect ILS approach, runway 30 right.
29095, 8 Foxtrot 0.
Let me
Did I say ILS approach?
Let me handle that. Bakersfield approach, Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra. Can I get the RNAV for 30 right?
Cirrus 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Bakersfield approach, roger, expect RNAV GPS runway 30 approach, right approach.
Expect RNAV 30 right, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
Now